All right. Hey, thanks for anyone that's coming back. Thanks for anybody new that's watching this. Today I wanted to talk about a tool that really helps with Raid Shadow Legends. RSL Helper was written by an individual. I believe he's German. I'm not sure on that. Farbstoff, though, has done an amazing job on this tool. Quite honestly, I don't think I would be playing the way that I play or doing what I do in the game if it honestly wasn't for this tool. I just don't think I could do all the content manually, mobile, or even just on the PC. There's so much and it's so time consuming to really push hard. But recently, unfortunately, somebody is kind of taken advantage of this tool for their own profit. Farbstoff, he develops this. He's even developing a beta one that's out there right now. But he does it all free. There's no ads. There's no nothing. It's just he's part of the community. He makes this in tandem with Plarium's consent on features that he adds. So, he's doing all the right things and he's not making anything from it cost-wise. Well, somebody was out there trying to sell auto sell configs. And I get it. It's an opportunity that somebody thought was out there, but they weren't clearing it with Farbstoff or any of the developers. Not really cool. And quite honestly, Farbstoff posted about it, was really pissed about it, and I don't blame him. But his answer, instead of just shutting the project down, like he could have, was to create some auto sell configs and push those out to people. You can go get them on his Discord channel. I thought this was a great idea to kind of just cut off. Let's just provide auto sell configs. So I sent my auto sell config that I've been kind of developing. I would consider myself a mid-tier config. And I just wanted to take a minute to walk through the configs here. I've been running Ice Golem here with the new team, really liking the team. But I was going to use this to really kind of showcase what the two different cell configs are. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that. Go ahead and jump into my inventory. You can see my inventory is absolutely loaded. I have way too much stuff. And this is honestly where, RSL Helper is amazing. I'm going to blow up the RSL Helper window really quick here, though, and probably even move it over here, just to make things easier here in a sec. But if we go into inventory and we've got our auto sell config options already here, you can see I've put a little bit of work into this. About 63 lines of configuration here. Really the goal of this config, and you can go download it. It's up on the community site where you can download the software from up in the Discord channel. But the goal of this is really, you're past, you're maybe a mid-level to late-level account. You don't need any more 4-star gear, so I sell all 4-star, whether it be accessories or 4-star. I just don't even keep them. At the very end, you'll see I have a sell clause that just says, hey, if anything's left over after all this, just sell it. But you can see the gear that I'm trying to keep is gear that kind of combos well. So if I've got a defense piece, I want to keep it if it has HP and resistance or HP and accuracy. But I don't care what set it comes from. I'm just saying just anything, specifically any of the lower items, your boots, your gloves, your chest. There's a couple sets, though, that I think are worth just keeping around just because limited availability. So I just keep anything that drops in those because obviously, a lot of this is, crafted out of the forge, dropped from Hydra right now. I'm not too far in, so as much of that as I can get. Maybe I'll throw my my ores at it to re-roll if I get like a double roll somewhere. But this is really, this is kind of that mid late game. I'm farming 20. I've got a lot of characters already built, but I'm looking for what gets me kind of up to those 260 speeds in gear. And I also want it to have good complementary stuff. So if I'm looking for any sort of speed, I want it to be with crit rate, accuracy, resistance, something that's important. I don't want just flat stats in here. So flat stat stuff pretty much gets sold off. But if we look at how this, if this applies, here's all my gear, and I say use the auto sell. This is what it's going to try and auto sell. You can see flat rate gloves. There's even an attack percent glove that just simply has accuracy on it. Not super great. A little bit of an argument for keeping them. Crit damage, attack percent. I don't want them. So this is just going to get rid of them. So I can literally just come in here. As long as I got to make sure that I am in the sell mode over here. I can just come in here, say, hey, select everything, add it all. And now I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. Quick 175K profit, cleaned up 8 slots. Just like that. Now, I would maybe characterize the config that was released this morning by Farbstoff maybe as more of a late game. If we can go ahead and look at that one really quick. If we just load the setup, here it is right here, the mid game. And you can see, again, lots of work has gone into this. This is 100, almost 100 lines, 92 lines. That's that's a lot of work that's gone into this configuration. And if we start looking through it, we start seeing things that, we're taking any gloves that have crit damage and we're keeping them if they have crit rate on them. We are selling anything that's flat stats. Again, very similar to what mine is, but I think it's actually a little bit more restrictive. I know they mentioned that mine was more restrictive than theirs, but we'll see in a second why I think otherwise. Very distinct about perception gear. What perception gear am I keeping here? I want 6-star epic or better with accuracy. I want 5-star or better rare with accuracy. So super granular on the rules that they came in. And again, this is perception gear. So they're targeting accuracy, they're targeting resistance, they're targeting speed as far as a primary substat to keep. Anything with speed, they're keeping just in general as well. But the reason that I say I think this is a little bit more restrictive, let's actually apply it against. So I've got the new AutoSell config set up here. Let's apply it against my inventory. It's actually going to go and it wants to sell over 591. Is that right? Yeah, 591. It wants to sell 591, almost 600 pieces of gear that I've already gone through and looked at and been like, you know what, that might actually be decent. I mean, when we think about it, here's a HP helm, 6-star, resistance, and HP. Now, I haven't even rolled this up. I don't even know where that falls. But if I was looking to outfit an HP champ that I wanted to be survivable, that might actually be a decent helm that I want to put in there. You can see here in the shield, here's a defense. It's got crit rate. It's got accuracy. In general, this is not a bad shield. Is it on a desired piece? I would rather see this on an attack-based, Savage gear or something like that. But it's still not a bad piece. So I'm still in the point where I'm trying to pull gear together for all my accounts. So this might be a little more harsh selling this right now. But at the same time, I do got to kind of go through, I got to clean it up. Obviously, I have way too much gear in my inventory. So I might just go and kind of peruse through all of this and decide whether or not I want to sell it. Now, this is great because, hey, I can say, let's select all. And you know what? I want to keep that. You know what? I want to keep that. There's 2 crit rate plus accuracy. Do I need 2 of them? Well, I don't know. But I can go through and I can browse through all of this gear and make the decision, like, what do I want to get rid of? Do I want to keep these double accuracy rolls? Do I want to keep double crit rolls? Do I want to not sell epic gear that I haven't had a chance to roll up and see if I get a double? That's kind of where I'm at. I'm rolling a lot of my rare stuff up. So if I even just filter to rare, say clear queue, I've got 183 rare that could be ready to go. And you know what? Maybe that's a good idea, is get rid of a bunch of the rares. Although rares are the easiest to get double rolls on, not going to lie, keeping a lot of that around simply because of the double rolls. But do I need, again, here's a chess piece. HP, resistance, and defense percent. Not a bad piece of gear, quite honestly. And it's on a defense set. So if I've got somebody I want with high HP, high defense, this might be a fair piece to start with until I find something better to replace it. This is this config is the direction that my config will start heading towards eventually for my account. But I think my account's not quite ready to sacrifice that much potential gear. Now I could come through here and I could say, hey, show me anything that is, single roll speed. Now those might be ones that I can, get rid of. I don't necessarily need the single roll speed, especially, what is that? Protection or not protection. Oh, the other gear drop from Hydra, Stone Skin. I don't necessarily need the Stone Skin boots. They do have a fair speed and a fair accuracy though, so I kind of hold them around just in case. But this tool and these configs, they're available out there. I'll link it down below when this gets published, so that you guys can reach out. It's an amazing tool for helping just clear up, keep clean, and now that the community is getting involved in publishing them, you can get a ton of benefit from reaching out and getting these off of the Discord channel and just joining the community. Maybe you have something you want to feedback. Check it out, though. It's an amazing project. Again, thanks for staying around. Any suggestions on content? Love to hear it. Love to, kind of get something out there that people want to listen to. So post down below. Anyways, thanks for the time.